EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Right to the air is Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
What now?
Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 3. Young going to give to Brooks. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And you look at this Saints defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Third and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 tiger, 19 tight, 18 rubber, 18 hurt. Panther 11.
Young now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now here's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young off the play fake. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Come on, set.
Brooks is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force a turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Brooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say 1st quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down. Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Runs through the contact. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Carr now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Young. That one complete till again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, Shaq. Check go.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Once again, it's Brooks. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Ready.
Now Young. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
It's 4th down. Ring alert! Go street!
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
A handoff running left, Brooks.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr going to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun now for Carr. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Following the interception, Young, he's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
694.
To throw his car. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
93.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? A give. This is Kamara. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Raider 2.
Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, some strong running. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second down and 6 now. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Brooks, brought down at the 20. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd-and-2. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a give to Brooks running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the ground, here's Brooks. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here comes Brooks, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 14. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run right here with Brooks. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are pouring it on. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they can't bring him down. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. There he goes, left side. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 74 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Down. Purdue.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
7:34.
Here's Carr. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, 59 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Down.
They'll turn to Kamara, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
To kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Breaks a tackle. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Fighting to stay upright. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the second half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. But as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Reload! Alert! Alert! Smash! Smash! Check! Check! Unlock line! Load! Load! Hey! Hey! Check that! Check! Panther! Hurt! Hurt! Panther Street!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now! Ready?
On third down, it's Brooks, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Hold it ready! 65 cat! 65 cat! Here we go! Set!
Young now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
This is 1st and 10.
Monday down! That's up!
Throwing his car. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 43 yards.
Roads here to that deficit.
Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Roll! 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 Stephanie!
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ready?
Young to throw on 4th. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.